Hey everybody, today I'll be showing you some possible ways that you can use in Adobe Illustrator. The one that I'm using here is Adobe Illustrator CS6. The possible ways of converting your raster image into a vector one, and let's say I have a raster image like this here, and this raster image is that what a raster image actually is, if in case you didn't know, that it's made up of pixels like these, small pixels box, and it will pixelate. There's a word, this word pixelate, and it basically means that it's not high quality at all. Like, it looks gross in high resolution and high zoom, and you'll be having, let's say you have a raster logo and you want to get it printed on a large resolution, so you'll not be able to do that once you unless you have that logo in a vector format. So we'll be getting into that thing right here. So let's say I have this image here, and I'll be discussing um, the pen tool and this option called image trace in Adobe Illustrator in this tutorial. So um, let's just go on with the image trace. It's pretty straightforward, and what you can do is click the image, select the image with the selection tool, which is V on the keyboard, and we have this option called image trace, which is built in Adobe Illustrator. In case you don't see this option right here, don't worry, just click the image, like selected the image, and go into the object, and we have image trace here, and click make, and it has been made. And one thing I want to point out here, that image trace works really good for high contrast images and images that have less color, and images very complex and with high colors and sketches will you'll not be happy with the results of those images. So it's a good thing to have, you know black and white and high contrast images. It will just create a better result for you. Okay, so we had this, and we converted this into this, and it's really good because this is a pretty straightforward image, like number of lines and S right here, and a small square box. So square box, so you don't have to worry about that. Image stays just did nigga, that's so easy, I can do that. So yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the image trace, but that's not pretty much it right now. So once you are done, happy, like made the image, you can click expand here, and this is a vector image right now. Alright, so before you bash me in the comments, I'll be showing you something more with this image trace. Let's say I have this image of this Mickey Mouse, which is from DeviantArt. I'm really sorry, I do not know the real link of this image. I just got it from Google Images, if it helps you. So yeah, so this is the image, and let's say I want to image trace it, convert it into a vector format, and I hit this, and I get this stupid looking. This is not good. This is really not good at all. So you don't want such a result. So in such cases, you're not stuck. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay to get such results. What you can do is refine your image, like refine your traced result, and you can do so by going here in the image trace panel, and you get this panel, and in this panel you can work around with the predefined presets that are built in Adobe Illustrator, and these presets are telling you that high fidelity photos, for let's suppose that this option right here is telling you that it will try to use as much color as it can to produce a high quality image like the source image. It will just try to copy the source image as uh, like as accurate. No, I'm sorry about my English right there. So you get the point. So yeah, so you can just play around with these 3 colors, 6 colors, shades of gray, 50 shades of gray, 10 shades of gray, and yeah, not bad. And let's say I want grayscale. I'm going to hit grayscale here, and I get this the grayscale. So yeah, I get this with the grayscale, and with the high fidelity photo, let's see what do we get. So I got this thing with the high fidelity photo, and you can use or decrease the amount of color percentage that it's taking, the amount of color this is taking. You can increase this to refine your image more, but will use more system resources, and it will not be as good as you think it would be, because this thing literally like makes a huge number of points, a huge number of paths in your image. You just don't see it yet. I'll show you in a second. So yeah, let's say you are happy with this and you just don't want to work around much more, but in any case you are not, so you can use the advanced option here. Number of paths, like higher value means that your paths will be tighter, and corners, you can create more corners. You can increase or decrease the noise in your image, like so. You can use the method of the from here. Use it just to move on with it and see what's best for you and for your image. And alright, so let's say you're just happy with the result right here, and you want to expand it. And holy mother, holy smokes, damn son, wicked sick. You can see the amount of points this thing is having right here. This is huge. Like let's say I hit Control Y on my keyboard, and this is the image traced result looks like. Absolutely not good at all. We do not want this. Like the number of paths this thing has created, it's just trying its best there. As I chose high fidelity photo, you can work around. I really recommend you that don't use high fidelity photo in many of the cases, but you can use just play around with it and see what's best for you. And yeah, so I'll be having a pretty hard problem in converting this image into a vector one. It's converted as of yet into a vector one. Just I'm going to ungroup it, but let's say I want to color it, change the color, so I'll be having a hard time at that. And I have these gaps also right here. Let's say I want to color the face, so when I try to color the face, the color will leak from here and it will dispose right there also. And in such cases, you have this thing called in Adobe Illustrator the live pane. You're going to select the image, going to the object, and hit live pane make. I'll be back when it's done. Alright guys, so this is done. I have done it. So live pane, it has been made, and you can go in the gap options. And what this gap option is, you see this, watch my mouse cursor please. You see these red dots here. This is the live pane trying to fill up the gaps in your artwork. And because when the gaps are filled, the color will not leak and you will have a very good digital result. So this is just trying its best. There you can choose large gaps. I like to keep it at large gaps, so you get a good result. I'll be back again when it's done. I'm really sorry about that. I have a bad PC. Okay guys, I'm back. So apparently my Adobe Illustrator crashed and I had to do all the stuff back again. So yeah, this was it for the live paint also. And see, I'm going in case you're wondering where to find the live paint to color this thing up, it's under the shape builder tool. you have this live main bucket, and the live selection tool will help you in selecting uh, the paths. And let's say choose color this, and I just can color it around and do all the random stuff that I want to. Not a good vector image right here, etc. And yeah, that's it for the image trace. And will be looking into the other possible way of converting your image into vector format. So as I'm talking extreme here, like I mean that choosing the bad picture, like it's not a good choice for this. It's not a good choice for of mine to convert this into vector format using the image trace. So we will try to convert it into a vector format using the pen tool. And one thing I want to point out, that the pen tool requires you to practice. Please just practice on images. Just take this image from the internet and just practice your pen tool. I will show you some tricks, a little bit of tricks that I know about the pen tool. So what you can do before tracing the image with the pen tool is that just select the image and lock it first, that so that you accidentally don't disturb the image, and double click right here and dim the image to 50%. So it will give you this transparent template thing, and you create new layer from here, and you can now start tracing your image. Your thing is just to have this open right here. Let's start from here. I'm going to do this, make its outline black and 5 size, let's say. Alright, so yeah, alright, so you see this line here, like these lines here, these are actually handles that are handling this curve right here, and you can tweak around with it with the direct selection tool or the selection tool in general. And let's move on with it. Sorry about that, my mouse. Right, and just watch closely right here. Once I try to do this thing, alright, so at this point here you might have problems in tracing the image. You get this irregular curve right here, and what you can do to remove this or minimize the effect of this, that this is actually happening due to this handle right here. The handle, this handle is assuming that you will create this sort of, but we are trying to create this thing, so you just create curving the line accordingly. So just hold on Alt on your keyboard and click this point to just remove the handle. What you can do is just hold on Alt and minimize it, or the way you want to do it, and after that you can just carry on again. Sorry about that. This is not good. This is not good at all, but you can work around with it. The pen tool takes a lot of effort and mouse skills. I myself is very noob at it. Look at me, so noob. So yeah, you can do that with the pen tool. This tool will help you in adding the anchor points. And one more tip that I want to tell you guys, to all the people who are watching this, that try to use as less anchor points as you can. Let's say I'm tracing this, so let's just start from here and just go here all the way, instead of going here, then here, then here, like so. Just don't do that. Just try to don't worry about these handles, like from stretching. It's okay, just you can handle those. later on. So yeah, this was it for the tutorial. I'm sorry if I did something wrong, and I hope that I did help you in some manner. So yeah, have a good day. Goodbye.